Hi ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a Owamie aka Miss Fearful, bring back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, today we're going to talk about Bujy. Yes, we're gonna talk about Bujy, and we are also going to talk about Boity. Okay. Now, if some of you obviously remember, you you will remember, I don't know why, Chikua guys, Malome. But anyway, I want to go ahead and say that if you remember well, some of you will remember that Bujy actually assaulted Boity, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a picture. Obviously, I'm sure the picture will be here where she was drenched in blood. And I do remember, like, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it just, I think there was also maybe a bit of wine there. I don't think it was fully her blood, because like, wow, that was a lot. But still, you could see that she had a lot of blood. And so this is what Bujy is saying now. So allegedly, this is all alleged, and I got this from MDN News, so I'm gonna go ahead and credit them for that. And it says life is not the same for Bujy after he assaulted Boity, who is a sangoma. They definitely had to put in that sangoma in there. So they quoted, "Nobody wants to be associated with me anymore," says Bujy Bikwa after assaulting Boity Tulo with a champagne bottle on her face over a year ago. Bujy told Zimoja that he just wants to sit down with Boity and apologize, but with the restraining order she has against me, I can't reach out to her. Most people who know the two of us and can play the role of peacemaker do not want to intervene. They would rather stay away instead of helping me out, said Bujy. Bujy says he will always regret the fateful night. I have suffered tremendously, financially, emotionally, and personally. I'm drained, he said. It's radio season and I can't even get a job because of the dark cloud hanging over me. But at the same time, I don't want this phase to dim my talent, he added. Oh, poor Bujy. Poor Bujy, boo. Now, for me, at most times what I have seen is that a lot of people are not apologetic about what they've done to you until it affects them. So are you really apologetic, or is it just a matter of you would want things to get to a point where you can now go back to associating with people and getting those radio gigs, as he was allegedly saying about the radio season and whatever? So are you really concerned about like really just making things right with with Boity, or is your main focus you wanting to have the perks that you had before you did what you actually did? Now, this is the other part again that I feel like, honestly, gay men mostly, I don't know if he's gay or not, but I feel like people that are part of the LGBTQI, and that's exactly where I'm gonna end. Like, if there's more letters added, no, I'm not learning. I think I'll end there. But anyway, I do personally feel like there should be someone that actually sits down and explain to, you know, people in that community that, guys, you're like you're born males. Owamie taking a bottle and hitting Boity, Bujy taking a bottle and hitting Boity, even if we were the same size, it's never ever gonna be the same. Bone density, everything. A man is born with hormones that a woman does not have. You is naturally stronger, people. So that bottle, trust and believe, is gonna make a lot more harm. Like, whatever gave Bujy a feeling where he feels like that would even be right for him to touch a woman. I don't care what you are saying. You don't. Like, no, you can't. You don't touch a woman. No matter how you identify yourself. You don't touch a woman. It's never ever gonna be a fair fight. I also, like, I can't even fight a transgender woman. Like, I'm not doing that mess. Like, how the hell am I gonna fight somebody that is born a man? Like, no ways. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I do personally believe that he deserves it and more. They should actually like put him on ice for like the next 5 years or more. And you know, after that, if he is still someone that can be able to make a comeback, then okay, fine, that's that. But I do actually am proud of people that are actually saying, listen, we're not gonna work with you because of the actions that you actually have. Then it will give fear to the next person that feels like, oh, I believe, you know, I can assault a woman. No, you can't. You cannot. It's not acceptable whatsoever. So I am happy. I feel like maybe they should ice him for like 10 years. And then obviously maybe this will actually help, because that's absolutely crazy. Did you guys see how just helpless Boity looked in that picture? Which I personally just feel it's a heartbreaking picture, honestly. Now the other thing again, if you really want me to just give you advice, which you don't even deserve it, the moment you talk crap like, oh, there's a dark cloud hanging over me, which, okay, this is advice actually for my ninjas, not for him. The moment you think you're being witched, the moment you think that you have got a dark cloud, the moment this and that, I'm telling you, that is the moment you are heading for disaster. You are literally heading for failure in life. Nothing will ever work the moment you believe that there's some sort of supernatural powers that are playing something that you can't even see. And that's honestly on me, my opinion, okay? I have never ever met a rich man that says, I have got a dark cloud over me, that's why I'm rich, that, you know, or somehow someone is doing something. And I feel like with the article, when they had to talk about how Boity is the Sangoma, she is, I guess. No, I mean, she is, okay. But yeah, also remember the statement that Kanye Mbau actually said, hey, where she was talking about sometimes it's anxiety, and then and everything. Not everything has to be about twassing, because remember, we now even have fake sangomas that are doing people to twassa, and when you go twassa there, it's money for them, so it's a business. Do you understand? So anyway, let me not get too much into that. But do I think that there's some dark cloud that is hanging over Bujy? No. I do think that he is facing the consequences of his actions. That does not mean that there's a dark cloud. And I'm actually really happy that Boity, from what we're hearing, obviously if the article is true, has made sure that she's actually getting a protection order against this human that believes that he can actually use his strength to overpower a woman and beat her with a bottle or whatever. So I am happy that he is facing consequences to his actions. But there's a lot of stuff that you can actually do. Ask Netflix to come up with a special. You know, nobody has ever explained what happened that day. But why am I giving this man advice? Let me not. But anyway, what you guys think of this whole situation. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed and stay away from hitting women, especially if you were born a man. You is strong, shibubu, and you will hurt us. Women on women, now that's, I mean, that's still bad. I don't condone violence, but it's better than, like, damn, somebody that was born a man beating you, like, no. Anyway, comment below. As I said, I love you guys so much. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.